What's going on, Thunder Nation? I'm joined by Evan Buitenhuis, who is returning to Wichita. Evan, thanks so much for taking time to visit with us.
No problem.
I'm sure you got to be excited to get back here and get the season started.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been a good off season, but I'm ready for some hockey.
Why don't we kind of revisit the last year? You guys had a really solid season, just came up a little bit short in the playoffs. Can you maybe describe your experience from this past season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we would have liked a different outcome, but it was, realistically, it was one goal in overtime of Game 5. So, I think there's a lot of guys that want to get back there and want to get that next step and just get past that first round.
I know we talked a little bit offline in regards to the roster that is coming back. You got to be excited about, the core of this group from that team is, back here, get ready to get things started.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of great players coming back. I'm always excited to see the signings on the Instagram, but we lost a couple key guys, but I think that, there's lots of guys out there that we can find to slot in there, and there's going to be it's going to be a good team again this year.
Now, in terms of your journey last year, you kind of had an interesting path to Wichita. Can you talk about that a little bit? I mean, have you ever had to deal with that type of adversity before?
Yeah, I mean, I've never really been traded before, except once in junior, kind of on my own, request. So it was a little strange, having to move so quickly, and I guess I thought I was playing well, and they just maybe didn't think the same thing, or weren't really, looking to keep me around anyways. So going to Florida, I thought was going to be a good opportunity, and then they obviously weren't looking to play me much there either. So it was nice to get an opportunity in Wichita to actually play. And, even though it came, when he got hurt, it was unfortunate, but at least it gave me a chance to show what I can do, and, kind of show I can be the number one guy in the ECHL for sure. So, it worked out pretty well in the end for me.
Now, speaking of that whole situation, that was kind of a crazy story for the fans who might not have heard exactly how that went down. Can you kind of walk them through, you coming into Wichita and kind of jumping into a game you didn't really expect to play in?
Yeah, I mean, about 16 hours in the car over a day and a half, trying to get from Utah to Wichita, and car travel and athletic performance don't necessarily go hand in hand. And then on top of that, I got to the hotel, didn't have much time to do anything other than get dinner. So I went out and grabbed some barbecue downtown behind the baseball stadium, and basically had the biggest meal they had there, because I was pretty hungry, and content because I had to send the receipts into the team ultimately to reimburse for travel. So I decided against that, and I'm pretty happy I did that, because I show up to the rink around 6:45 for a physical, and first thing I hear is that Wenny was hurt, and I didn't know who he was at the time, so I was just figuring as a player. And then coach pulls me aside and basically tells me I have to play the game. So that was a bit of a shock, and I rushed to get dressed as fast as possible and let Forens take some warm-up shots on me, and then we were thrown right into the game. So I wasn't feeling at my best for sure, physically, and then also after that meal. So it was a battle for sure.
But you ended up turning that situation around and had quite a streak of games where you had some solid performances. So maybe that adversity helped in terms of getting you in the right direction. Maybe I don't know if that's how you felt about it.
I mean, it felt like there's nothing you can do. You just got to go out and play hockey, and instinct kind of takes over. And then I had a night to sort of recover from that, and then 2 more games that weekend. So it absolutely was just thrown into the fire and just battling for your life. So I think that I was ready to perform, especially after that weekend, and I just got on a nice streak, and we were playing well as a team, so it helped a little bit. But I just kind of felt like I was ready to. I've been waiting and ready to perform the whole season, and that was a good opportunity right there to really show what I can do with a new team.
I'm not going to lie, I've never heard a story like that before. I've been around minor league hockey for 15 years, so that was quite crazy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever dealt with something like that before in your career?
Nothing even remotely close. Like I've heard some guys, who are traveling somewhere, to go to a new team and they get called up or something like that to the AHL or whatever. But very rarely does does someone end up getting thrown into a game that they're not expecting to. So
Hey, was the barbecue even good? Do you remember?
yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Evan Buitenhuis joining us again. Congrats on a stellar season last year. You end up earning, ECHL honors. What did that mean to you?
I was pretty proud of that. I mean, it was a lot of work putting into the getting there, and then also, the struggles with getting traded and everything. So it was a lot of validation for the work I put in, and I kind of wish I got the first team all in the goal of the year and all that, but I think given the nature of my season and how I played less games because of the trades and all that, I think given for 10 more games I would have wrapped that up. So I felt good about it all, and I'm pretty proud that I got the second team. So
Last question for you. As you get ready for this season, what are some expectations for this team?
well, we have a lot of guys coming back as well. So we've got a good solid core group of guys from last year that are coming back, and I'm sure we'll pick up some good new players to join in as well. And so I mean, I think the expectations really should be that we get past that first round and we keep going and try to keep up our level of play from last year. So I think that's what everyone is going to be expecting and wanting to see.
Sounds good. Thanks so much. Hey, I got an idea for a social media segment. Chef Evan Buitenhuis. What do you think? No?
Maybe food taster Evan Buitenhuis. We'll try that.
We can go to different restaurants and you can taste their food. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. But hey, enjoy the rest of your off season. We'll see you here in a couple of weeks. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
That is Evan Buitenhuis. Thanks so much, Thunder Nation. Until next time, take care.